Super Bowl. And this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the
coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco. It applies. I mean, they're looking for their third title now in 5 years.
And with the way this league is configured now, it absolutely applies. I think you're totally on target. Remember, they lost a Super Bowl in there too. So to be back for the fourth time in 5 years in today's NFL, that's pretty incredible.
Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they were one of the heavy favorites to win the NFC, and they were able to get it done. And now they look for that elusive 6th Super Bowl title.
Remember, after going 5-0 in their first 5 appearances here, they've lost 2 straight. Super Bowl 47 to the Ravens in New Orleans and Super Bowl 54 to Kansas City in Miami. They'd love to start another streak like they had in the 80s when they won 4 Super Bowl titles.
The 2023 season has 1 game left. Here we go. Super Bowl 58 underway from Vegas. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Purdy. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On second down, McCaffrey. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 43 yards rushing for him now on their opening drive of this Super Bowl. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Purdy from the gun. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. 10 yards on the grandest of stages with the whole world watching the Super Bowl. They come out and get the first points.
I don't know how you feel about Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl, I've often wondered how come it's not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's not all over the place?
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while their feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Jake Moody now for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 23 yards on the tuck and run. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's going to find his tight end Gray complete. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now he's forced out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass.
He's caught! Touchdown, Kansas City! Marquez Valdez-Scantling. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied at 7. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. When they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations, ball hardly he hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. 7-all is the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Well, welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240. Right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Bam Knight taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Oh, a good return up past the 30, past midfield. Still going. One man to beat, and he will score. Touchdown, Chiefs. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And right now we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips out first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion. Purdy now to throw.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 58 yards. And the Niners have moved out in front. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And this one's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. In motion right is Tony. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And this pass caught by Gray. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A curious decision to go.
All week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of the Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. A good gain of 9 on 1st down. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They go draw play to McKinnon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. Touchdown! Isaiah Pacheco from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he returns this to the 22. The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time in this 1st half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Got him on right side. It's McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got him aware. If they can throw a screen at him, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Both teams making their final adjustments of the season during this long halftime break. Who will claim the Lombardi Trophy? To find out, we go back to Brandon and Charles in Vegas for the second half of Super Bowl 58.
This across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And through one half at least, this Super Bowl has been everything it was cracked up to be. All tied. What's your key for them, Charles, in the second half?
Simplicity, partner, because in the Super Bowl, with the extra time at halftime, I think some stats get caught up in trying to design too many things. It's all tied up. They have to remember what they did to get here, put that back into play here in the second half, and I think they'll be all right.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, we all know possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now here's Mahomes. That's caught left side by the tight end Gray. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
23 yards, the final tally. Whatever the discussions were at halftime in trying to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're really locked into offense.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. They go play fake. Mahomes flush to his right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down. So let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Noah Gray from 13 yards out. And the Chiefs have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
for good reason. Quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Throwing on second and long. Purdy. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a third down. Now Purdy. Open man is Ayuk, complete. Inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try to change the momentum of this game.
That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind. 3 quarters of play. And there's just 1 quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Mahomes going to throw. The ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. the extra point. It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. There's receiver Brandon Ayuk as San Francisco's offense returns to the field. When you're in a zone like he is, what's the conversation like on the sideline between he and his quarterback? Is that a one-way conversation of, hey, just keep getting me the football?
It actually is probably a two-way conversation because he wants to keep getting him the football because he's seeing the payoff. You know, getting the ball to that guy means yardage, and as we've seen, touchdowns in this game. So I think both of them get more and more excited about the possibilities as things continue on.
Yeah, so far it's been over 100 yards and the 2 scores. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And Mitchell going to have a 49ers first down as he'll take this up close to midfield. That one a first down pickup of 8. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
What an advantage having an elite guy to build a defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Flushed out right. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanket his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finish this drive off with 6, and this one could be over. So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball takes the play off. You know, the running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Mahomes to throw, eluding the pressure right. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Open on the left side, this is Valdez-Scantling. Now San Francisco will call their 2nd timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Rolling to his right. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Richie James, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are starting to pull away in the fourth quarter of this Super Bowl. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. So Purdy and the Niners down by 2 touchdowns, 1:09 to play. They've come so far this year, but they need 2 quick scores late in this Super Bowl. To throw is Purdy. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. Inside the 20. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Moody good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with exactly a minute to play, here comes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a camera on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Pacheco once. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Here's McKinnon on the draw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Through the middle of the field. And can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive touchdown. And they're a point away from tying this thing up. It's a huge roll of the dice. A 2-point conversion to decide the Super Bowl. They're going to try and run for it. And he is not going to get in. Wow. One of the boldest calls in Super Bowl history does not pan out, and this remains a 1-point game. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now Mahomes. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And the Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task Incredible.